fun and games when you have a sound system in your ride, but comes a time when it's not factory anymore, it's not stock anymore. It's time to protect it a little bit more than that factory alarm. After what I've been through right before I started all this stuff, the only thing to do is to get a better alarm. So here we go. Today's video is about something I usually never talk about, the security in my cars. Something about talking about what kind of alarm I have and where I'm installing it and all that just makes a brother nervous. After a recent break-in into the truck, I figured, what do I got to lose? And besides, once I saw what it's gonna take to get this badass Viper alarm hooked up to my truck, I'm like, man, I gotta make a video out of this. Looking at my watch right now, it's 10:30 in the morning. I gotta be home by 12:30. And I really don't want to take this on right now, but I'm feeling like it's going to be so fast and easy. I don't see why not. The hardest part is going to be filming while I do all this. So let's open up those boxes, see what's all involved, and I'll decide whether or not I want to do this right now. And damn, that lighting sucks. Damn. So after my little unfortunate incident a few weeks back, I decided that the factory alarm was just not going to be good enough. I need a notification on my phone. I need one on my watch, whatever I can get. So I called up my boy Tim over at Audiotistics. I said, hey man, I need the best. And this is what he set me up with. So I ordered it up, picked it up, got it. And today I'm gonna pop it in. All right, now this install should be pretty fast, but like I said, I'm filming and I'm trying to make sure that you guys see all the good stuff. But if I didn't have to do any filming or anything like that and I was just going straight for it, I mean, I don't see how it could take more than 30 minutes. Especially if I've done more than one of these. This is my very first one of these ever. Well, let's crack these boxes open and see what's all in them. First of all, we got the Viper DS4 Plus. It's got all these cool little features on it. Keyless entry, OEM compatible, 3X lock start compatible, security, smart Bluetooth compatible. I guess it's got a Bluetooth siren you can order up, and I already ordered the Bluetooth siren, so it's just not here yet. We'll have to add that later. I did not know I had to buy a siren. That's fine. Actually, don't have to buy a siren, but the siren is something you can slap on the side so it sounds like a real alarm, and that's what I'd rather have. I don't care about a horn honk. Give me some of them chimes. Give me some of that screeching alarm. All right, so here we go. We got the brain right here. Some paperwork. We got a harness. We got some more wires. I don't think I'm gonna need all these though. I probably won't need any of those. Got a little hood pin. Looks like either a temperature or a glass break sensor of some sort. Next up, we got the Viper SmartStart Pro. I see a phone. I see a watch. That's what I'm looking for. I guess you can lock and unlock your truck with the phone. Got GPS. You might have to subscribe to a service, but GPS so you know where your truck's at if someone takes it. All right, so we got another brain right here. Another little module. And then of course, this thing right here. This is gonna make my life very easy. I've installed tons of alarms back in the early 90s, late 80s, but they were like complicated. You had to wire it all the hard way, like you would have to do if you use these. You still can use this alarm and wire it the long way if you've got an older vehicle. But the joys of having a newer vehicle, a T-harness. We got here, look at this. This right here would be a T-harness. So this alarm is supposed to be connected to the ODB port. And instead of cutting wires on my brand new truck, we're just gonna tee into it. We're gonna unplug it, plug this in, plug the factory stuff back into where it belongs, so that's all done deal. Then the rest of this goes to where it goes, and it's a wrap. I mean, granted I got like 3 wires that I gotta hook up for the parking lights, but that's about it. Done deal. I think. I mean, please tell me that it's not going to be this easy. I might go into the alarm business. Now, the first thing I like to do is I like to get it up on the bench, and make heads or tails out of these wires, see where they all go, do some pre-wiring as much as I can right here, so when I take it to the truck, it's as much more plug and play as possible. So what I'm gonna do is just that, start plugging some stuff in, get an idea of what I need and what I don't need, because I don't think I'm gonna need all this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just a few things here. All right, now this wire right here is very important. You want to make sure you got type 1 or type 2. So I know that mine is going to be type 2. It's got push button start, all that good stuff. Auto start factory, so you want to make sure that you choose that one. And now this one gets left alone, I'm almost sure of that. So that's going to go to the truck. This is going to go up to the headlights. We got here, this thing here. Alright, this is like some sort of a temperature sensor. I believe this is going to be something that maybe if you do an auto start, it knows whether or not to turn the AC or the heater on. I think, but I don't know. But that's going to get plugged in right here on the back. And this thing's going to get plugged in right here in this 4-pin connector. I do not believe that these get used for anything unless you're using a different car. But for my install, I don't believe they're getting used for anything. So, alright, I guess all that's left to do is to bring the truck in, find these pinouts, do a little bit of cutting. It's not very much at all. It's just one wire is getting cut, one's getting tapped into, and then a little bit of programming. That's it. Alright, so right here is where all the magic is about to happen. We got the light switch. I believe this is where I'm going to tap into. And somewhere back there is where all this stuff's going to go. For security purposes, I'm not going to show you exactly where it's going to be, but I will show you where to hook the wires up. So let's go ahead and start pulling this thing apart. Doing this with one hand sucks. Alright, so here's the plug right here that I need to get into. We got the pins right here. Light gray with yellow and purple with black stripe, or black with purple. It's hard to tell, but anyways, it's right there. So let's grab this thing and bring it over. Alright, so now this right here, as I was showing you earlier, is just going to interrupt the factory port. So I'm going to unplug it down here and then plug the factory wire right back into the other side of this, and then that's tapped in. Alright, this install is like done before it even really got started. I mean, it was done so fast that I don't even really have much to tell you guys. The modules are tucked away where they belong. I don't want to show you where those are actually at, but they're in there. They're connected to the T-harness. I didn't even have to cut the wires on this light switch right here. I called up my boy Tim. He put me through to his tech out there in the shop, and he says, you really don't even have to cut that wire if you don't want to. So I didn't, and the lights are still blinking just fine. So, yeah, I'm giggling the whole way through. This is completely cheating the system. 100% plug and play, man. God, I don't feel like I deserve it. So literally, with almost no experience with the newer modern alarms, I have experience with alarms back in the day, but with the newer modern alarms in a newer car, no experience on my part, I have to say it. I just don't do that for a living. And I got that shit done in like under 30 minutes. It took me longer to set up the camera and to think about what I was going to say to you guys than to actually do the install. So that part is done. So right now the alarm is using all the factory remotes right now. It all still works. I got the app on my phone, which I'm going to show you here in a second. All right, one more thing here I got to do. Alright, so we got it right there, ready to go. So when you go to your favorite Viper directed dealer, like I did, and you pick up this alarm, you're gonna have to get into the system. They're gonna send you an email, you're gonna have a username, you're gonna have a password. You put that in here with this right here. Choose your dashboard. There's different types of dashboards here. You can have basic, that one there. You can have your GPS at all times, I guess it is, plus your unlock, lock, start. There's a couple different ones in there like that, but I personally prefer this one right there. I'm gonna hit the lock button right now. There it is. Bam. That worked. Cool. Unlock. Oh, it just unlocked. I heard it. That was fast. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. There she is, all dialed in. Got that Viper alarm. Start Smart, SmartStart, whatever the hell it's called. Kind of hard to see, but here we go. We're going to start this. Look at that. Start. Yeah, it worked. It's running. Now we got the doors to lock and unlock, and we also got it to start. Let's go open up one of these doors and see what happens when somebody actually does break in. Now I know it's kind of hard to see everything right now because I have the camera aimed towards the wide open door with the sunlight coming in. Normally it looks a lot better when it's aimed that direction. But I'm just gonna give you guys an idea of what happens when someone breaks into your truck when you got this Viper alarm. So, all right, I'm gonna set it right now. All right, it's set. Now, of course, I rolled down one of the windows so I can easily open the door without breaking the window. Just like that. And I got one on my watch too. That's cool and all, but let's try it from a long distance and see what happens, because I'm just right here. Let's go like 10 miles away and see what happens.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, I think I got the alarm working, and I need you to do something for me.
Okay.
I need you to go to the App Store.
And I need you to go to the Viper Start Smart or SmartStart app and download that. And then I'm going to send an email your direction.
Actually, you can just look at the email right now. It's already in there. And you'll have a username and a login. So do all that, and we're going to see if this thing works from all over the house.
Okay.
So I'll call you back in a second.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, now I just had the wife put the app on her phone, and she's all the way at the house. So if this all works and the doors start locking and unlocking from that far away, that's great. I don't really see a need to start it from that far away, but just knowing that you can if you want to, that's awesome. But most of all, getting the alert on the phone when something is happening is what I'm mostly interested in. There's no 1 mile, 2 mile. I mean, you could basically be anywhere in the United States or anywhere you have a cell signal, and you'll know that someone's getting in your truck. But let's try it and make sure it works before I end this video.
Hello?
Did you get that yet?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna pop the camera off this tripod real quick, and I'm gonna bring it over by the truck and see if you're actually locking and unlocking the doors. So here we go, hold on, don't do nothing yet. Hold on. All right, so you got your app up and you got your dashboard ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do is,
I got it locked right now. Hit the unlock button.
Okay.
yeah, it worked. It worked. Yeah. Lock them again. Right on.
Right on, it worked.
That's awesome.
Alright, so we're going to try one more thing real quick. See where it says start?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you go ahead and hit that button and see if we can get this thing started.
Oh yeah. You can hear that over the phone, right?
I can.
Your truck just started. All right, shut it off. Yeah, just hit the button again, same button. All right, so I guess there is one more thing that we need to do, the most important thing. All right, that was cool and all. Everything starts, everything unlocks from that far away. That's fun, but let's use it for what it's really there for, in case someone breaks in. So I'm gonna set this alarm real quick. And we're not just walking in the store, we are going on a hike. We're gonna be about 3 miles away, 5 miles, 10 miles, it don't matter. Let's open up this door and see what happens. Now keep in mind, she's probably 10 miles away right now. Ready? Oops, I gotta unlock it. Most people would just break the window and then do this, but the window, we just rolled it down. Alright.
It alerted.
Did you get an alert over there, everything?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one too. We're good. Hey, can you shut it off from where you're at. Hit your unlock button. Perfect. Nice. There you have it. Alright, babe. I'm pretty much done with you on this video. Your alarm works great, and I'll be seeing you here in a little bit. Alright, bye, babe. So I got the alert on my phone, I got the alert on my watch, and she also got it on her watch and her phone. So that's a good deal right there. I like that. So this thing works great. I already love it. It's much better than just having the factory alarm. It works well with your factory alarm. You don't really have to do a heck of a lot. You also get like a little log of all the alerts that went off just in case you might have missed it. Hopefully you didn't. There's a small subscription fee that you pay for the whole entire year, but that allows you to see where your truck is at all times. So when you pull up GPS, you can see the exact location of your vehicle, which is real nice. You can also go into the settings. You can set up alerts for if your battery is running low. You can get an alert if the vehicle even moves at a certain speed. If you have other people driving your truck, you could do the smart fences, set up a perimeter, all that. I don't really need that because only 2 of us really drive it, but it's there if you need it. There's all sorts of little features in here that you can use. To me, the subscription fee is going to be totally worth it because I would like to know where that truck is at all times, especially with what I'm getting ready to do to it. It's about to get a lift. It's about to get some 37-inch tires. I have big plans for this truck. I'm gonna make it nice. It's not gonna be over the top. It's not gonna be no brodozer. It's not gonna be no mall crawler. It's gonna be a nice truck, a nice 6-inch lift, 22 by 12 wheels and some 37-inch tires. You don't have to tell me that my truck needs to be lifted or that I need to get new rims or that I need to get new headlights or that I need to tint my tail lights. I already know what I need to do. This thing is about ready to transform real soon. And whatever I feel like doing, you know I'm gonna do it. That stuff is already ordered, it's already on the way. I went and seen Junior over at Elite Motorsports in Woodland, California. He hooked it up proper. I got a really nice setup on the way. It's just gonna take about a week to get here for all the parts to show up. And I'm gonna bring it over, drop it off. I'm gonna do a little bit of videoing on the install. And this thing is not gonna look like it looks right now. I promise you that. If you're curious to see what I actually am getting, what's on the way, hit up my Instagram channel, instagram.com/mead916. You might have to go a few pictures back, but you'll see it. And I got my other goodies coming for it real soon. A couple of little accessories. So far, I'm really happy. Got to give up a little bit of love to my boy Tim over at Audiotistics. I appreciate you hooking me up. I have to say, in my lifetime, that's the easiest alarm I've ever installed. And I've installed a lot of them in my past. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here.